Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's Kay here and I'm just here today to do a little share with you. I've been working on some makes for, where are we now, February, isn't it? So I wanted to share what I'd done so far and hopefully afford a bit of inspiration, or at the very least give you something to look at that you've not perhaps thought about doing yourself. I'm going to start off with cards. Now this is a set of cards that I made using a series of reduced paper folders from the craft box. They advertise quite regularly on Facebook, and it was, I think it was something silly like, I don't know, 4 for £10, something like that, back in the summer. So I had my little goodies through, and then, as I always do, I sat on them and sat on them and then decided it was time I did something with them. So basically here are a set of cards. I've still to do the envelopes and the inserts, but I wanted to share this wonderful paper line with you. It really is gorgeous. It's not steampunk, but it's got that kind of feel to it. I've done my usual, glittered up with the stickles, added some little gems, backed the cards onto a little bit of bronze coloured mirror board. And I just think they are so effective. So that's one. There's quite a series. There's another one with the tiny little butterflies. You can just about make out that design on the side with the help of the stickles. This one that I thought was thoroughly delightful. There was something kind of gothic and nice about that. All you people out there that are true goths and true steampunk heads must forgive me for my little whimsical statements here, but this is what it represents to me, basically. 3. This is another one that I really fell in love with. There's just something so lovely about this. I don't know if it's a scent bottle or if it's an ornate lamp, but I just thought it was absolutely gorgeous. So I had to do a little bit of that. And then this one with the wrought iron work in the background. I just think it is absolutely exquisite. Really lovely. And considering it was, I don't know, end of range or just things that they wanted to sell on, I just had to have this particular one. And you know, I can't even recall, a fantasy, oh gosh, something like that. I haven't even kept the pad cover to be able to advise you of what it was, but I'm sure if you found the craft box on Facebook and looked back through, I'm sure it's one of their more popular ones. It has to be, because it is utterly beautiful. Here is another one. All of a theme. They're all pretty much, I mean, these were all separate little cutouts. As you can see, they've all got their borders around them, so individually they made really nice focal points anyway, and then just with a little bit of extra glitter and the little diamante gem, I just think it gives it that really lovely appeal. And this is the last one. So that was a gorgeous little set, and it was just one page from the pad, which I was utterly thrilled with. As I say, I do have to line them and make the envelopes for them, but essentially those are the cards from that one sheet of paper, and the pad was full of very similar styled images, which made them all really very lovely indeed. And then the other thing I'm here to share with you, I've been making a few embellishments, as I do when I'm a bit stumped for what to do, and just to keep my hand in it, making smaller things. And I was watching Gi Kerr and she made these wonderful little cones and then put flowers into them. And if you think about a chip cone, something of that nature, and then just adding flowers into it and applying it onto a paper clip, which is what G did, then they are beautiful little embellishments in their own right. But having cut out some heart shapes, I decided I would make some embellishments with the actual little cones, and this is what I came up with. They are it's a die essentially for the heart with all the holes around it. I did have a crazy moment and think I might crochet into them, but I just haven't got the concentration for that at the moment. I then put the little heart embellishment, the crystal glass heart embellishment on the bottom. Excuse my phone please. A little bow. This is the actual cone holding the flowers in, and there's the top of the cone there. You just see it peeping out. I then made two and sandwiched them together so that they were really, really firm. Added a butterfly, put my two little roses in, and these were gifted to me by Jan Stokes many, many years ago, but I am a tremendous hoarder. I kid you not, if it comes into my house, it's liable to be here a good while before you see it recycled, reused and put out on show. So I went on to make quite a few of these and added tiny little flat back pearl onto the flower pot casing. The flowers are different throughout. I've got the bell roses, which are the larger of the roses, or the little paper roses there. Essentially they are made in exactly the same way, but when you turn them over they are paperclip embellishments, so they will sit on a page or sit on something like that if you'd like them to, and just make a lovely decoration on a card or a journal page or a pocket within a journal. But you'd have to be careful which flowers you use, because clearly these are extremely dimensional. If I show you from that view, they really are quite huge, but as a standalone, perhaps on the front of a journal, it would look really, really lovely. I've used the same little crystal heart on the bottom with the pearl and the little ball head pin to keep them all together. There's a white and a pink, a yellow and an orange. I added the little mirror board butterfly just to have that little bit of brightness and prettiness extra to the flowers. I've not added any stickles. I was tempted, I have to say, but I decided against it in the end. There is another one, and they are so simple to make. Clearly if you use 2 layers of your base, it does make it very substantial and makes it really good quality. But at the end of the day, it's quite a nice little stash buster, because you don't need much paper to decorate the heart. You've then got book pages or something of that nature to make your little cone for your flowers. I had the bows laying around quite happily, so I thought, right, I should just use those. And then I got tired of making that size and decided that I would make a smaller one, but I didn't put the dingle dangle on this, and you know, it is equally as effective, or perhaps not on the same colour card. Let's change it up again, but it is equally as effective without the dingle dangle as a embellishment. Oh, excuse the glare. So, you know, if you don't have beady bits and that kind of thing in your stash, then you don't need to worry, because it actually looks really lovely without all of that carry on. So, you know, it's down to personal choice, isn't it? But as an embellishment, I think it works really, really well. I think what Gi did, if I remember rightly, was she made her little floral cones larger than this, and actually then added a paper clip, so you literally just had the cone with the flowers and then the paper clip hidden behind. I will link the video for the paper cone below this so that you can see exactly how to do it, but with a little bit more of a stretch you can actually use it on so many different things very, very effectively. So thank you, Gi, for the inspiration. Without seeing those lovely little floral cones, I doubt I would have gone on to make this little project myself. So that said, I will love you and leave you in the hope that you are all well and warm and trying to ignore this awful UK weather, which is rain, rain and more rain, despite the temperatures rising a little bit, which is always good. It does make you feel better when you're not shivering and feeling out of sorts, doesn't it? So take care, everyone. Happy crafting, and I will see you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.